Noticing that we are not exactly up to close hauled. This is I think the crew combined weight is about 230 pounds in this boat, somewhere around there. So definitely a bit light for these conditions. They're not able to fully keep the boat trimmed in. So we can see the jib is kind of out at the edge of the boat. But we're making sure that we keep the boat moving. So we're maybe a little lower than close hauled, but we're as high as our sails are allowing us to be while keeping flat. And so we're moving. That's the biggest key in the waves is forward motion. The pointing is important, but it is not the key factor. So for a contrast, we've got here Jack and Sterling are a bit heavier. I'm not sure the exact weight here, but we're probably closer to 260 combined, and we're able to keep the boat flat. We're staying up on close hauled, but we do need to be careful that, see, as we're kind of rounding up a little bit as some of these waves hit us, we're going above close hauled and we're really losing that forward momentum. So we're kind of moving and then coming to a stop and moving and slowing down. The boat is moving. We're keeping a good line, and the sails are out because we're not able to trim completely in, or the boat is going to tip on us. But we're just keeping that boat moving as quickly as possible, trying to catch the waves as they kind of lift the transom of the boat. We feel that happen. We give a pump with the main, and we manage to stay on that wave for a while. Got to make sure we don't round up, let the jib die. Got to try to stay centered, stay balanced, stay upright downwind. We did have some capsizes, especially on the wing, because we aren't as stable rocking side to side, but we're working to catch those waves every time we feel the transom lift a bit. Gotta give that big pump on the main. So Danny should be pumping back on that boom, trying to catch that wave, and we can see them start to surf away from us. They were able to get that one. And then a little rock from side to side. We see Johnny moving back and forth with his upper body to help balance that. Here we're watching a couple short course races going on. So 3 and 4 have just rounded the windward mark. They're going down to a single leeward, so they know they want to have the inside mark room. Audrey notices Sterling is coming down on the left side, so she jibes to stay to the inside of the mark as they come down to it. Sterling decides he wants to attack there as well. He's going to jibe over and get to the left. If it's only the two of you, then that's fine, but we also want to make sure that we are thinking about other boats that might be in the race. Somebody who's continuing in a straight line downwind has just passed both of us. So it is a good thing to defend the inside of whatever mark we're going to, the left side in this case, but don't do it at the expense of losing other boats. We can see here number 3's defense was successful. Another leeward leg here, so we'll have number 4 and number 1 coming up from the right. So Sterling and Jack tack over. Have a little bit of trouble heading down. Jib needed to be further in, main needed to be further out. They leave the mark wide. Johnny and Danny in boat 1 jump inside there. So right now Johnny's got the advantage. He just has to stay next to Sterling on the whole downwind, and he's got the inside line at the mark. He ends up going too far to the side, so you got to be careful of that. There was nobody he needed to defend against, so he could have just stayed right next to Sterling and held on to that inside overlap. It did turn out in the end that he went too far, had to come back too much distance, and Sterling stayed ahead of him